In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use Axiom and Nova and combine them together to get even faster fills. Pretty much everybody has swapped over to Axiom right now. I'll just throw a few names on the screen. So if you're still on something like BullX or Photon in March and you're not using some of these methods that I've shown in this video, this is going to be a great video to watch. But if you are just using Axiom, I'm going to show you how you can even make your fills even faster. I'm going to also go over a few tips and tricks because my last video on Axiom was well over a month ago. So there's a lot of cool things that I'm going to talk about in this video and some new tricks. So I guarantee you're going to learn something new if you watch this video. As well as I'm giving away some free wallets you can put into the wallet tracker. It's going to be in my free public Telegram. That's going to be linked in the description. But if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Over 90% of you guys ain't subscribed. Just subscribe, guys. I want to hit 10k subs. We're just about to hit 10k subs, so go subscribe right now. Okay, so it is no surprise that pretty much all the big names have swapped over from BullX over to Axiom. They're just swapping over about now, which is a bit late. I gave you guys this alpha like a month ago, but this is much better side than BullX. It has faster fills, but it also has all of these really interesting stuff where they're actually innovating first with the Twitter tracker and the wallet tracker. Now, I know BullX is catching up, but these guys are innovating faster than them. So at the moment, I think Axiom is the way to go. Of course, I have a link for it in the description if you guys haven't signed up already, but you can see it has stuff like insiders holding, bundle holding, snipers, as well as dev migrations here, which is one of the coolest things. You can see how many tokens the dev has migrated, so you know what the good devs are launching. Regardless, I want to show you guys how you can get a Nova on your Axiom. You guys remember Nova? Everyone used it with BullX because it was the absolute fastest. And this is the case here with Axiom too, and they just released an update that allows you to use Axiom with Nova. So I'm going to show you guys how you can do that now. Now, obviously, when we're trading these charts, we want to have information on it when we're buying and when we're selling and our positions in the charts. So I'm going to show you guys how you can import your Axiom wallet. I'm going to show you two methods actually. The first one is going to be how you can actually use like a wallet that you've already had, like you have it on Phantom or you have it on BullX, or you have your Nova wallet and you want to import it into Axiom and use it there. And then the second method is actually if you want to use the Axiom wallet, you can see I have a wallet up here with 9 Sol. If you want to use the one that's supplied to you by Axiom, it's a little trickier, but I'll show you guys how to do that first. So let's go on to if you actually have your wallet that you already have. So I'm going to say, for example, let's say you have a BullX wallet. I'm just going to pull over Nova right now. So if I click start here, let's say you have one of the wallets you've used for BullX, you've used for Nova before, and you want to use that wallet inside of Axiom. What you want to do is you actually want to just go over to your wallets. Now I'm going to show you how you can do this for Nova, but you could do this if you have the private key. If you just like, for example, let's say I want to export the private key now of one of these wallets. I'm going to choose the Milliam one, for example. I have the private key here. Obviously, I'm not showing it to you guys because why would I? But I'm going to copy that private key. And again, this works if you have a private key for anything. So your BullX wallets, you can also download the private key on them. So now I've got the private key. All I need to do is go up to account and settings now in Axiom. And then I do, it's manage wallets here and add new wallet beta. So I'll just add this wallet. It will take a second. Wallet adds successfully, and then you can select the active wallet and choose the new one, which I think it's actually this one that automatically selected. So now if you see, I have 1.2 Solana. That was the wallet that I already had plugged in. So now the wallet's imported into here, and you can just go ahead and trade on Axiom. You know, you can go and trade through Axiom like this. Now I'm going to show you how you can import the Axiom wallet outside of here. So now let's say I'm going to swap over to my other wallet, right? The one that had 9.2, this one I think it was. Yeah, so now this wallet has 9 Solana in it, right? I want to export this wallet. I want to have this wallet into Nova so I can actually trade with it. What we're going to do is we're just going to go onto account and settings again. We're going to do view recovery key. Now you got to connect your Phantom with this, and once you connect your Phantom and unlock it, it will basically give you a 12 key phrase. Just copy that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go onto Phantom itself, actually. Now, I already have my Axiom wallet imported here. But what you would basically go and do is add/connect wallet in Phantom. And then you would import a recovery phrase. It will open this up. And then you just, copy paste into this. And that will basically give you your 12-word recovery phrase. So if you actually go over to your settings, manage accounts, and I'm going to scroll down and get the Axiom wallet here. I'm just selecting Axiom, the one that I had. We'll go to show a private key. Then you have to ask it. You have to put your password in to get the private key. I'm not going to show that right now, but you can get your private key then, and then you can just go over into Nova. I'm going to see if I'm actually going to go get the private key. Okay, so now I have the private key. What I'll just do is I'll go onto wallets on Nova. I will go to import wallet and then I'll just name it Axiom and then I'll enter the private key. And then Axiom is added. So if I just go back to the start, you can see Axiom is here, 9 Solana, and it's imported into this. So now we have the private key, and it's also good to just import into Nova because you can always export your private keys in case you lose them. It's great for Nova with that. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add the Nova extension onto here. Now, Nova already has great fills. So you're just going to be using this if you want faster fills. Nova is already very good and you guys can test it. I would just recommend setting it up this way that I've done, just so you can see, you know, which one you prefer. I always like Nova fills personally because they are very, very fast. And also I never get mev'd on them, even if I have mev off. So I just hate getting mev'd personally. So I always have my mev off on Nova fills and it's worked. I've never gotten mev'd like pretty much ever from them. So that's why I like trading on Nova. And that's why a lot of people like trading with the, you know, the little buy button here. So we're actually going to add in Nova here. What you do is you'll go to /start. I'll have a link in the description for this part. But if you go to Nova Click and you go and look up the latest workaround method, let's open it here. Now you can get it. I'm not sure if it is actually out on Google Chrome, but I'm going to show you this method anyway. You can see certain websites have limited their extensions. So you can actually download the extension at novaclick.com. You can download it here. Now I've downloaded it a bunch of times. Go over into your files and let's just extract the file here. And then we're going to have the folder. Now what we do is we go over, you can actually see it here. You can go to Chrome/extensions. So click onto this, go to manage extensions. We're going to load unpacked and we're going to select the new Nova and just click on this one here. And then it will import it right like this. So now Nova is imported right into your extension and it will work. Now you guys might have to test, like you can just go through and download it on Chrome if you are worried about that because it's Chrome approved and stuff like that. You can just go through and do it like that, but often Chrome takes like 2 or 3 days to approve it. Just that's just how Chrome works, right? So if you guys want to get it faster and get the actual extension out when it's updated, you know, and there's no bugs on it, this is the way to do it basically. If there's ever any bugs with Nova extension, just go through it this way and it will work perfectly, right? So now we have Nova installed. Let's go over and actually go click on the Nova extension here and we'll click enabled on it, right? And then now we've got Nova back. So obviously Nova's not working on stuff like Bull X. I think it's still not working at the moment, but they've been like limited people's accounts and stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. But anyways, we now have Nova extension on Axiom. So if we go through here, we can actually go through and put our buy settings in, whatever, just like it was. I'm going to go through the actual settings I think is the best. Obviously, you can set this up depending on your buy amount. So if you've got like 1 Solana, you can put this to like 0.1, 0.25, 0.5, 1, 2. But as well, I will typically have this at like 0.5, 1, 2, usually 3, and then 5 because that's where I trade. And then your sell amounts, like you can have 10%, 25%, 50%, 100%. Those are typically what I have here. And then you can have your quick buy amounts. So this is if you want to buy a coin instantly. Let's just put this to 1 Solana and I'll show you what it means in a second. But you see all the buttons updated. Now I always like to use this instant trade feature, which I think you can pop out as long as you click this button, right? When you click that button, it'll pop out. But now we have this set up, right? So we actually have our Axiom wallet imported here. We have our wallet, Axiom wallet, imported into Nova. So let's go back into Nova and we'll set it up properly. Let's do, let's go to wallets here. We're gonna go over to change default wallet and we're gonna click onto the Axiom one here. So now Axiom is our default wallet for trading. And then we have one last step to do. I know it's been a lot, but we just go back to Nova Click. We're gonna do connect to Nova Click here. It's gonna go up here. We just click connect up the top right. It's gonna start it up and we'll do launch Nova Click. We're gonna launch it now and then success. You've now been connected to Nova Click. So now we've got our wallet selected here. It should work perfectly if we buy. I'm gonna go and buy into something just to show. So we'll go to Pulse. One last thing I wanted to go over is the actual settings that I would use for Axiom or for Nova. I've gone over these settings a few times, but I'm going to go over them now. Just one thing, if you are having problems with Nova, click onto this EU1 button or US1, wherever you're based or whatever's closest to you. And then you basically won't have any problems. Sometimes Nova is slow like that. on their actual Telegram bot. But if you just click one of those, then you'll have no problems at all. But anyways, I'm just gonna go over the settings I use for Nova. If you just go to the settings here, I'm gonna have MEV protection off. On Nova, you don't need MEV protection on usually unless you're doing a big buy with a very high market cap. But for trenching, you don't need it on really, to be honest. It's your own risk, but if you're finding you're getting yourself MEV'd, I'm not going to go and explain it now. I know people say I talk fast to this type of stuff, but I'm not going to explain it now because I've explained it in a bunch of other videos. But I would keep this MEV protection off and then buy and sell on Ultra. I think that's the best way to do it. For your fees, I would put it onto 0.025 SOL, buy fee, sell fee, and same thing here. That's how I would have it. That way you're spending like maybe $1 a transaction, way cheaper than BullX. That's just how it is. Way cheaper than anything else. You're just gonna have really cheap fees, and then that's what I have my fees on. I'd have my MEV protection off, and then slippage. You can see here, buy slippage 23%, sell slippage 35%. I like to have my slippage kind of low, but you can put it higher if you're getting transactions failed. But with Nova, you're not really going to get that. That's what I would have. And then for Axiom itself, if I just click on this preset thing, I literally have it the exact same. Sorry, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. 23% slippage, priority, bribe, same thing, MEV protection off, sell settings. These are the settings I like the most. Now you can, if you're having problems with fees, basically if you're trading with a decent amount of volume, you don't need any settings higher than this unless you're getting really bad fills and it's really active times. Just trust me, you don't want to be giving your money away to, the Solana blockchain for free like this. These fills are going to be good for you 95% of the time. That's just what I think. Maybe you guys have different fees. You don't need them higher than this. The transactions, if you're using Nova, your fees, your transactions are going to be so fast already that you won't need anything higher than that. But yeah, if your fees, if you find it slow, you cannot bump them up. But my personal recommendation is if you're trading with decent amount, and I know most of you guys will be trading with whatever amount, you don't really want to give your money off to fees. Just copy these settings, 0.0025 by fee, priority, by priority and by bribe. And yeah, if you're using Axiom, just have it like this. If you're using Nova, have the same settings that I have here. That's all I'm going to say. Now you can see the Nova buy button is all over here. You can even have the Nova snipe button here, but the buy button's here. So if you want to buy into something that's super quick into this, let's have a look, see if there's anything here that's worth buying. I'm not going to try it. I mean, this is a clear rug, and you can tell actually by looking at the bundle holding. If the bundle holding at 30%, that's bad. And then as well, the Twitter reuse here, you can see this, it's really cool. But look, you can also see the dev migrations here, amazing. Like this shit is the best. We're gonna see, maybe there is something that is doing well right now that would be worth getting a bit of motion. I'll be back in like a few seconds maybe, just so I don't want to buy into something that's complete rug just to show this off. All right, we'll look into this. I've just seen something that's done well news-wise here. This is just a tweet that came out. I'll just put in 1 SOL here. We'll see. And then you can see right instantly, buy has gone in. Now I'm going to get out pretty quickly here. We'll see. Let's just go for something like this here. And there we go. Really nice sell actually at 28K. And then if we refresh, let's see our profit. I mean, look, I just went out. I did a quick buy sell. Holy shit. Cupsy just bought anyways. But regardless, I was able to buy in. I was able to sell really quickly. You can see the thing there. Maybe I shouldn't have cheated this shit. I'd be up 1 SOL right now. But anyways, this looked decent. I was just showing off. I don't want to try to get rugged here, but you're able to see the buy order, the sell order. It's good. You're able to get in, get out quickly on actually, this is fucking migrate, isn't it? Whatever. I saw dev migrations here because of Axiom. I saw dev migrations. I saw this was getting volume. So I went and checked. I think this is actually on the Twitter tracker, which I'll show you how to set up now. No way this shit is not migrating. I can't believe there's so much sell pressure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but anyways, something like this, right? I was able to see it because it had good volume. It had a dev that's done migrations before there. So it's not a shitty dev. The bundle holding seems to be excessive here. I don't know how accurate that is all the time. Keep that with a grain of salt because a lot of the things here, it does say it's very, very bundled. But I mean, stuff to be bundled is not always the worst thing on a coin like this. It's always going to be bundled by some people. That's just how it is. But this was able to send, right? I was able to find it because of the dev migrations. Yeah, I sold way too early. Whatever. I probably should have held onto it. But for example's sake, I was going through with it. And yeah, you can see if you were Like if you're trading like that, right, you're trading all the time, and you can see how fast the buy and sells were on this. Now, Axiom itself, they also have great fills. I would try both of them out. Axiom or Nova just came out with this extension add-on just recently now, and it seems to work really well. You can also always click the buys here if you want to get in, and then obviously they have the snipe thing. Nova has a snipe thing, which is notoriously the best, where you can snipe sell as soon as this goes out, which I love to use. So always keeping that open. You can always have that open. Put your, I've done tons of videos on that, and so have other people. But yeah, basically that's it pretty much. Now let me show you how you should actually have this set up. So you can have the Twitter tracker up. The Twitter tracker is not the best, but it's okay if you're starting out. I mean, it doesn't catch everything, but just have you might see on your screen might say you need a 5 sol amount to get in, and it's basically just a gate so that if there's 100,000 people on Axiom Pro right now, 100,000 people having access and seeing this is gonna put a big strain on the servers. So they need to have some sort of gate so that out of the 100,000, maybe 30,000 people have actual access to it. That type of thing, so it doesn't destroy the servers. So that's why they have it there, and then you'll get to just see the Twitter alerts, and it will work like this. Now you can have this on the side if you I don't know how if I can look, you'll usually have it like this. All you want to do is just push it on the side here. I like having it on the left side so it's next to new pairs, so you can look at that there, and it's not too far for your eyes to move. And then you like to have the wallet tracker up. Now you should build up this portfolio of wallet trackers like crazy, because wallet tracker is really important. But have this down here. I like to have it down here because it shows you what's the newest stuff, and it doesn't you don't need all this you don't need to see the last 10 transactions. You just need to see what new people are buying here, and just have your eyes down here to see what people are getting into, right? And then you'll be able to see if there's something good for you to get into, right? I would have my setup typically like this: wallet tracker down here, Twitter alerts over here, and then obviously you want to build up your wallet manager. Like I said, I have a free public Telegram. I've given away, I think, 10 wallets that you should 100% at least have in your wallet manager. So go join my Telegram, free Telegram. It's in the pinned or something like that for all the free wallets. Just go join it, and yeah. You should definitely go put the wallets in here because they're just good to have them tracked. But yeah, and then you can also buy into the stuff like here. Axiom or Nova has it set up so you can buy it into here. Really cool stuff. And I think 100% you guys should be getting into this. Get into Axiom, set up Nova. In my opinion, it's pretty busted how they have it. And this is the best way to get the fastest fills. But yeah, that's just the alpha I want to give out to you guys. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. That's pretty much it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.